Hey, welcome back into Good Morning Arkansas. We're back with our sponsor from New Balance, Red Wing and Top Shoes. We got our buddy Bart Dickinson here, and he's going to show the many ways they have to make sure you get the best fit shoe for your needs. Bart, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in as always, man. And usually you bring a lot of shoes, and we love that. But today we're bringing something that will get us to that shoe or to that footing or that right fit. What do you want to show off today?
This is our foot scanning machine. You can go in any of our locations and do this for free.
Okay.
But this is going to show pressure points of your feet. It also gives us a diagram of your arch. It sizes your foot, electronically.
Okay.
And it kind of tells us a base of where we need to do with your feet. If you're having any kind of pain or want to prevent pain in the future, this is a good way to do it.
And this is something that's great because everybody's foot is different, right?
Right,
There's not one shoe that fits all. It's really everybody's custom insert that they can get from you guys will go a long way to making sure they don't have that kind of foot pain that some people are plagued with, right?
Yeah, whether you're an athlete and you want to, make your foot feel better when you're working out, or if you're just working all day and you're having fatigue on your feet, it's a great idea just to come in and get your foot examined. We can check it over. Not only you may not be having a problem, but we can point out maybe where future pressure might be happening, so you can prevent problems in the future. And this can go for all ages. It doesn't have to be just for adults. So
Really?
You can bring your kids in. We do this for everybody. So it's a good idea. Your foot usually changes over time.
Especially when your kid's growing up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and even as an adult, people think, hey, I'm grown, everything stopped growing.
Sure.
But your feet continually change. They're constantly, your arch is flattening, your feet are getting longer, skinnier, you're having different toe issues come up, so it's a good idea to get your foot looked at and get your foot scanned and get it resized. And also, no matter what kind of shoe that you're going to be wearing, it's a good idea to get your foot remeasured and fitted to that shoe properly. At our stores, we carry sizes and widths. There's a reason why shoes come in lots of different widths. It's because feet are a lot of different sizes.
Sure.
And it's easy to just go in and walk in and grab a pair of 10.5s, but you may not really be a 10.5. We're here to show you that you may need to go to an 11.5, but you may need to go narrower, or you may need to go to a 9.5 but go wider. Okay. And that's why there's so many widths available, and it makes a big difference on your feet and your comfort.
Let's try it out today. I've got my shoes off. I'm ready to try this thing out. This is one of the machines you guys use. So what do I need to do here to
just stand
to get
on
the reading?
with your socks on.
All right. Ooh, it's nice and comfy. It feels like a gel insert. All right. Both
and
feet on the mat.
Your feet image is popping up here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but you've got red areas where the peak pressure is, and you've got blue areas where there's little or no pressure.
All right. They hardly even look like feet because there's the middle area, the curve right there, hardly any pressure, right?
And you notice this is your left foot is different than your right. Your arches are different. And, everybody is different, one side versus the other. We're not perfect. So this points out that you've got a little more pressure on one foot versus the other.
Okay.
You could have one leg that's a little shorter than the other.
Yeah.
One arch that's a little higher than the other. And so this kind of gives us a base. And also we can do a test. We won't do it now, but where we have you walk across, and it shows how your pressures are different with you walking. We call that dynamic versus static when you're standing. So if you're an athlete or you're working out, you're going to put different pressures on your feet, especially if you're running, because you're putting all your weight on one foot at a time versus walking, you're using both feet equally. So that's a little bit of difference.
That is so cool, though. Yeah, so then what?
So from then, we can take an impression of your feet, and basically this foam, it captures this same image, but it does it 3D.
Okay.
So you're going to, when you stand in this foam, it captures your feet just like you see it here.
Okay.
And when we capture it three-dimensionally, we then take a laser and we scan this with a laser, and it picks up all of these different dimensions that you're seeing here 2D. It picks up all the contours of the arch. If you have a bump on the bottom of your foot, a pimple or a hair, it's going to pick that up.
Oh, my goodness.
Every little bitty tiny bit. And then from there, we can make a set of orthotics for you, and we can put the corrections in there to help you be more comfortable. So we make the ground come up to the bottom of your foot.
Work with you, not
Yeah.
against you,
Right,
which is
right.
what we typically are used to, right?
Right.
Well, Bart, thanks again for coming in, and we really appreciate it. Go check out all the different locations, folks, and make sure you get the custom fit that you deserve. Treat your feet right. We take them for granted too often, and you can do that over there with Bart and the folks. So thank you so much for coming in, as always, buddy. Great to see you.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next after the break, learning more about epilepsy treatments available in Central Arkansas.